Happy Taco Tuesday, or whatever taco day it is for you. My name is Crystal Lowry, and welcome to my personal kitchen. This is Crystal's Kitchen. I am going to be preparing for you today shrimp tacos with a Chipotle sauce. They are to die for. And we are also gonna make a margarita today just to tie in the festivities. Let's dive in. If you follow the recipe along, there's a couple of stages that you need to do. You want to marinate the shrimp just, at minimum 30 minutes. So I've got some shrimp here that I have the tails on. They are deveined. So we're going to get some garlic ready. We got the garlic in the a bowl here. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. I don't measure anything, you guys, if you remember. I just put a little bit in. We're going to add the shrimp. These are the Chipotle Chilies in Adobo Sauce. Now, you could puree these in a food processor if you wanted to. You know, I like to just do everything kind of by hand, so I'm simply going to just basically, so we're just gonna slice that up, put that in there, salt and pepper, and we're gonna mix that all around. You can put this in a Ziploc baggie if that works, or you can go ahead and just put it in the bowl, cover it, put it in the fridge, and again, 30 minutes or so would be really great. This is what your shrimp is gonna look like after you've got all those ingredients in there. So we're gonna go ahead and make our Chipotle sauce. You could use it just straight yogurt, but I'm just doing a little bit there. I'm just gonna use a little bit of mayo. Doesn't have to be much. You could even call it a trace amount. We're gonna do a little bit of lime, just squeeze it right in. And again, that's kind of to taste too. All right. Chipotle chili again, you guys saw what I did if you followed it along with the shrimp. So I'm just going to basically, again, if you had a food processor, you could mix that up and really puree that. And I'm gonna put all of that into the yogurt mayo sauce. I'm gonna add all the reserves from our dish here. You will get a beautiful color that almost matches my shirt. Once you make this, you're gonna wanna set this aside as well. So shrimp is marinating, sauce is made. Now we're gonna work on putting it all together. I'm gonna fire this up, medium heat here. We're gonna get that warm. We're gonna throw the shrimp in. We're also gonna simultaneously make the corn tortillas. So I like to use an organic. I like to use, again, high quality ingredients as much as I can. These are a white corn, non-GMO, organic. I am going to heat these tortillas. I'm actually gonna do a sprinkle of cheese on them over here. And our finished product, when we're able to assemble these tacos, you guys are gonna love them. So we're gonna fire up this pan as well. I'm gonna spray this pan lightly here for the tortillas. This pan's gonna get hot. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil. I know I'm bouncing around using olive oil and coconut oil, which is totally fine. You could spray this pan if you wanna go less on the oil, but I'm just gonna use a little bit of olive oil in this pan here too. Tiny bit. I'm gonna throw a tortilla in here. I'm gonna warm both sides and then I'm gonna add the cheese. This pan is just about ready for our shrimp here. Shrimp are going in. I'm just gonna pour the entire bowl in, and once they're cooked, then we're gonna go ahead and just remove the tails and go ahead and assemble our tacos. Simultaneously, you guys, while the shrimp are cooking, tortillas are going over here. I flipped it. I'm adding, you guys, it's a minuscule amount of cheese. Again, if you don't wanna put cheese on it, don't put any cheese on your taco, but this is just such a tiny, tiny amount. But when you start to flip them and the color on these shrimp, it is absolutely amazing. Probably, you guys, another 30 seconds to 1 minute total there. Coming back over to my tortilla, flipping this over. We're gonna get just a nice, lightly fried cheese tortilla, dropping my temperature down a little bit lower there. Don't wanna overdo it. These shrimp are done. I'm gonna kill the heat. I'm actually gonna take them off the heat so I don't overcook them. Put that pan right on my cutting board, and I'm gonna take them out of the pan. Do you guys see how gorgeous these are? Oh my gosh. We're gonna get ready to flip this tortilla here in just a moment. Okay, time to put the tacos together. So, lightly fried cheese on my tortillas. We've got our shrimp here and it is hot. So this is the sauce we just made a little bit ago. We're gonna go ahead and, I like to just smear that on the base of the tortilla. So we're just gonna take the tails off. Oh, some will come off easy. There we go. So I'm using a little purple cabbage. Radishes can just go on our plate. You might not want those on your tacos. That's totally fine. We got our lime wedges here. A little bit of avocado is always amazing on any taco. We are definitely going to add, we're not gonna be shy with our sauce because why should we? Put a little on the top, a little dollop of sauce on the top. Fresh cilantro, you guys. Okay, you guys. Did you see how simple it was to put those tacos together? I hope that you take it upon yourself to make them. Give me feedback and let me know how they are. And stay tuned because I have a margarita recipe that's gonna go with these tacos. A good, clean, healthy margarita starts with, obviously, good tequila. So this is one of my favorites. This is a classic Azul. It's 100% agave. If you like mezcal and you like that smoky flavor, they also have that, and that's in this beautiful black bottle. No blender required when you're doing it on the rocks. For today's purpose, we're just gonna keep it very simple. So pour it out our tequila here. Now you can do it, of course, eyeball, but you can go ahead and do shot glass here if you want. We're just gonna make it in this glass. I'm gonna mix the ice and the water so you guys can see what's going on here. I've got some lime squeezes here. I like to do it this way. I've heard from people that after they watch me do this with a fork that they always use a fork to squeeze their lime now. I personally like to put a little pulp in there, so it's up to you as far as flavor goes. You could measure this out, but really it's to taste, you guys. The summertime, I love these margaritas. They're refreshing and they don't have a lot of sugar. That's the problem when you go out to restaurants and you get margaritas that have all the simple syrup and all the sugar. They really, you feel it. So we're gonna add maybe a little agave if you guys like it for flavoring. Just gonna fill that glass just a little bit more, right about there. We can add more if we need to. If you do want a tiny drizzle of agave, you don't have to use that. This is just a slight sweetener if you wanna go ahead and do that. Just a little tiny drizzle. I like to just stir that up just a bit. Literally, that is our margarita, you guys. It's that simple, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a little bit of ice. And just to stir it, you could definitely, instead, you don't even need a shaker. You could just simply like this, okay? If you want a salted rim, all you do is you're just going to go ahead and get the rim of the glass wet with your lime. Salt the rim. Just like that. And you could add a bit more ice if you want. Pour your margarita in. And just like that, you guys, you have an amazing, healthy margarita, super refreshing, light and crisp. You can add the agave or not, salt or not, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna have a sip right now. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy taco any day. Believe me, the tacos tell you they want a margarita when you're eating them. Thanks for joining me in Crystal's Kitchen, and look forward for more recipes with cocktails, desserts, and other amazing recipes you guys can make in your own home. Thanks again for joining.